days. We love the happy news. All right, so go ahead and get comfy on your mat. You can just lie on your back. You can stay seated, whatever you want to do, but start with your breath. Just be very intentional with your breath. And allow the breath to really get you ready for your practice. Okay, so it helps us to focus. It helps us to become more aware of our body. Helps us to just kind of feel our space. Be mindful of where we are. We're starting our practice. It's all part of that breath that we do at the beginning of class. So just breathe here. As we talk about Isaiah 43, 18 and 19. So this week we're thinking about God doing something new in your life. And do you see it? Isaiah 43, 18 says, "Forget the former things. Do not dwell on the past. See, I am doing a new thing. Now it springs up. Do you not perceive it?" So my guess is that God is doing something new in your life. Sometimes it takes really a moment of pause to figure out what it is. But with everything going on in our world, what is God doing that's new in your life? Where is He working that maybe you haven't taken the time to really look at and see? With all that we've been going through and are still going through, for a lot of us, He's really been working on our faith. For some of us, we feel like we have more time to spend with Him, which is always a great thing. So is He strengthening you? Is He growing your faith? Has He given you more of a passion for the lost? Has He given you more of a passion for people of color? Today is MLK Day. Happy MLK Day, by the way. What new thing is God doing? What is He teaching you through all of this that we are going through? In verse 19, it says, "I am making a way in the desert and streams in the wasteland." He's making a way. We know what that's about, the desert. We know what streams in the desert look like. Very refreshing. It's unusual, but He can do it. He can do anything. So just thinking today about the new things God is doing in your life through this pandemic, through this unusual situation that we're all in. So take a few more breaths. Let's think through that. All right, way to go, you guys. Let's take a nice big stretch back. So you're gonna lengthen back really big. And we're gonna go into our banana pose here. So take your left wrist in your right hand, take a nice stretch over to the side, take your body with it, and then walk your fingers over the same direction, over to that same side. So you have a nice curve in your body, kind of like a banana. So take that if you want to. You don't have to here, but if you want to, take that left leg over the right, just for a little extra. A little extra in that side body there. You're in a nice banana shape. So take a couple breaths here in your banana. That lovely stretch into the side body. Really pull that wrist. All right, really nice. Go ahead and bring it back into center. Stretch back one more time here with a big breath in. Exhale, bring your knees into your chest. If you want to, bring your head up to your knees. We'll take it all the way back again. Big breath and a big stretch, and we'll do that other side for a banana pose. So take your right wrist and your left hand, give a nice tug. Curving that upper part of your body, and then walk your feet over to the left. Curve that lower part. And this time, if you want to take that right foot over your left, so right ankle over the left, crossing the ankles, you can do that. Coming into that nice banana shape. We'll take a few breaths here. And again, give a nice tug on that wrist. Keep breathing. And we'll bring it back into center. So release back into your upside down Superman. Take a breath here. Inhale. And exhale, knees into your chest. And again, if you want to, you can bring your head up to your knees. All right, very nice. Go ahead and, sorry about that. Go ahead and stretch your legs out to the mat. Bring your right knee in. Hand is on the right knee. We're going to let that right knee fall out to the right side. And then bring it back in. And do that again. Let that right knee fall out to the right side. And bring it back in. So each time, we're going maybe a little bit farther, maybe opening that up a little bit more. And we're going to take one more here and then just let it stay there out in your hip opener. Opening up that right side as much as you can, just wherever it feels comfortable. We'll take another breath here. Bring that right knee in and stretch your right leg out to the mat. Bring your left leg in, hand on the left knee. Let that left knee fall out to the left side. And bring it back in. And just keep doing this again, just opening and shutting it. Each time maybe going just a tiny bit more. It's the notion of advancing and retreating, and just getting a little bit more out of that joint, opening it up a little bit more. So let's take one more here, and then this time we'll hold it out to the side in your hip opener. So we'll take a few breaths. Keeping your neck nice and long and your chin up. Last breath here. Let's bring it in. Bring the right knee in, hands on your knees, touch by your big toes, nice big circles with your knees. They're going in opposite directions. We'll take two more. And then we'll reverse. So be intentional here. Focus on those hips. Focus on what's going on. Use your breath. Making those hips more supple. Let's take two more. Bring it back into center. Nice job, you guys. Legs come overhead. Take your legs nice and wide. We're going to hold here. So just gently press in at your lower legs or your upper legs. Don't press into your knees, but anywhere else. And we'll point and flex the feet here. Point and flex. Let's take one more. And then bring your feet to center. And I want you to spread out your toes here. So stretch your toes out. Do what you can. I know it's harder for some of us than others, but just give it a little stretch there. Try to spread them out. All right, bring them back in the center. Let's take those legs nice and high. Drop your knees into your chest with your exhale. And we'll roll up to seated. So when you're ready, 2, 3, 4 rolls, however many you want in your spine. Come on up. Nice job. Lean it back. Feet come wide, knees are bent. Let your knees fall to the left and then let your knees fall to the right. And just continue to move here. Oops. Left and right, left and right. Using your breath. Nice job. Good morning, Dawn. It's nice to see you back. I'm glad you're feeling better. Yay, you. Yay, God. All right, you guys, let's take a few more here. Working into those hips some more. Way to go. Bring it back into center. Legs are crossed. Sit nice and tall. And we'll take a big breath up. Inhale. Bring your hands together in prayer. Drop it down with your exhale. And one more time. Big breath up. Inhale. Hands together in prayer. Drop it down with your exhale. Nice job. Hands to your shoulders. So really think about pulling your shoulders down here, away from your ears. And we'll drop in ear to shoulder. Stretching out the opposite side of the neck. Let's go the other way. Drop ear to shoulder. Really focusing on that long side. Stretching that from ear to shoulder. And then we'll come center and do that again. Drop it down. Stretch out the opposite side. Way to go, you guys. Get into your mat today. Bravo, bravo. Bring it center. Go the other way. All right, bring your head to the center and drop your chin down and look down. Just keep your hands on your shoulders. Focus on the back of your neck. Press your chin towards your chest. Bring your chin high. Bring your gaze up. Stretch out your throat. Let's do that one more time. Drop your chin down, look down, press your chin towards your chest. Bring your chin up, look up. Stretch out that throat. Keep dropping your shoulders. All right, way to go. Bring it back into center. So keep your hands on your shoulders. We're going to take our elbows in front. See if you can touch. If you can't, no big thing. And then we're going to circle all the way up and back and around and down and do that again. So just move slowly here. You don't have to rush this. Take your time. Circling into those shoulders. Again, if you don't touch in the front, no big thing, right? It's all about what works for you. Just move into those shoulders nice and slow. And we'll take one more here. And then we're going to reverse. So taking it down and back up and sweeping it around, touching in the front, if that works. Just moving with your breath, maybe closing your eyes. You work into those shoulders. Way to go, you guys. And do remember to sit nice and tall. Remember, we don't want to slump here. We want a nice, strong core. So even just sitting, doing these simple movements, we're still working our core, right? Always good stuff. Let's do one more. All right, super nice. Way to go. Let's go ahead and shake that out. Take your arms out, take a shoulder in, squeeze it in nice and tight for a nice little stretch after that movement. And we'll go ahead and open it up with a breath into the other side. Just draw that arm in. Nice little stretch into your shoulder. Great job, you guys. Way to go. All right, so we're going to go into our reverse tabletop. Okay? So reverse tabletop, feet in line with your hips, knees in line with your hips, lift up. Those hands are behind you. Your fingers can point forward or back, whatever is comfortable. We're not going to stay here too long. Just press those hips up and then drop your hips down Take your legs out. Take a big breath up and forward fold. Feet are flexed. You're going to bring the body down. So it's a nice little counter pose to that reverse tabletop. So let's do that again. Draw the hands all the way back. Plant those feet for your reverse tabletop. Lift your hips. Lift your gaze up. And then we'll lower down. Extend your legs out. Sit tall. Take a big breath up. And a big forward fold with your exhale. Let's do it again. Draw those hands back. Plant those hands. Plant your feet. Lift up for your reverse tabletop. Press it up. Okay, do whatever's comfortable for your neck here. Take your hips down. Extend your legs out. Sit nice and tall. Big breath up. And a big forward fold. Nice job, you guys. Draw those hands back. Last time, make it nice and strong. Lift those hips. So plant the feet, lift the hips, press it up, and drop it down. And extend the legs out. Sit tall, big breath up, inhale. Feet are flexed, big forward fold, exhale. Draw it all the way back. Nice job, you guys. Let's come into our child's pose. So I want you to find your way to child's pose. Reaching out in front with your head on the mat. So we're going to take 2 deep breaths here. So remember, knees are wide, toes are together. You're pulling your hips back. 1 more breath. Now we're going to extend up into our upward facing dog. So extending up. So your wrists approximately under those shoulders. Maybe you need them a little more forward or back. That's fine. You're pressing into the tops of your feet. You're extending up, looking up. And then we're going to go back to child's pose. So take your knees wide, toes together, pull your hips back. Head on the mat. We'll just take 1 big breath here. You're reaching out in front, getting that lovely stretch into your back. Let's do that again. Stretch it up into your upward facing dog. Press into the tops of your feet, the tops of your legs. Stretch out your abdominal muscles. And let's go back into our child's pose, knees wide, toes together. Draw those hips back. Take your head to the mat and take a big breath. And all the way forward, extending up into your upward facing dog. Lengthening up, dropping the shoulders, drawing the chin up. Way to go, you guys. Come back into your tabletop. So bring your body up over your knees. Toes right behind your knees. We're going to take a big breath up here. Inhale. And drop it down with your exhale. We'll do that again. Big breath up, inhale. Drop it down with your exhale. Take another big breath up. Stay right here. We're going to drop a hand down and stretch down that leg as the opposite arm comes over, looking up under that arm. So really reach with those top fingertips. And then we'll come center and go the other way. So again, reaching down that leg, opposite arm over. Make sure your lower shoulder is dropped. Okay, you don't want it up by your ear. Nice long stretch here as you look up. Bring it back into center. And guys, if it feels better for you to widen your knees a little, if that feels more stable, totally great. Go ahead and stretch down that side leg, opposite arm over, nice long stretch. Come center, and we'll go the other way. Make it nice and long. Keep the lower shoulder dropped. Way to go. Let's bring it back into center. And just roll out your shoulders here. Just nice big circles. Good job. Let's reverse, go the opposite way. Nice to see everybody today. Okay, you guys, get into your mat. Let's do 1 more circle. All right, so we're going to do cat and cow right here on our knees, okay? So bring your hands to your thighs, round your back down, drop your chin towards your chest, just like we are doing in a regular cat and cow. We're just really drawing the belly button in, rounding that spine. And then we're going to come up and we're going to take the arms behind us, just like we would in cow, opening up the chest. Bring your chin up. And then we're going to do that again. So it's the same kind of movement in your spine. Drop your chin down, look down, hands are down, and then we're going to round really strong. And then we're going to bring the chin up, bring the arms back, open up the chest, that lovely arch in your back. And then we'll do it one more time. So hands to your legs, just drop them down, round your spine, draw your belly button in, and then bring your body up, open up that chest, get that lovely arch in your back as the arms come back. So let's drop it down into our tabletop. Take your right foot back for your calf muscle stretch. Press into the ball of your right foot. Press into your toes and push your heel back, engaging the muscles in your right leg. Nice job, you guys. We'll take one more breath here. Really press in, stretch out that calf muscle. And then shifting forward so your shoulders are back over your wrist. Take your right leg up. Okay, so point your toes here, really feel that lift, feel those strong glute muscles on that right side. And then bring your knee to your nose, round your back and exhale. And do that again, lift that right leg up, really squeeze those glute muscles, knee to nose, exhale. One more time, really strong, lift, lift, lift that right foot, point your toes, squeeze, and release and exhale. Knee to nose. Let's go back into our calf muscle stretch. Extending that right leg all the way back, pressing into the ball of the foot, pushing your heel back. Beautiful job, you guys. Big class today. Nice to see everybody. We're going to have some new students joining us soon, hopefully too from Shepherd of the Desert, which is cool. Bring it back into center. And let's do that left side. Press in. Push your heel back. This side is always tighter for me. I bet you guys have something like that going on too, where one side is tighter. This side is always tighter in those calf muscles. All right, take one more breath here. Press back. And then shifting your shoulders back over your wrist. Lift that left leg. Point your toes. Really lift. Feel the squeeze in your glute muscles. And then knee to nose, exhale, round your back. And do that again, lift that left leg, just be intentional here, move slowly. And then knee to nose, round the back and exhale. Let's do it one more time, lift. Really think about lifting your left toes, your heel. And then knee to nose, round your back and exhale. All right, let's go back to that calf muscle stretch, press it back. Push into it. Take a breath or two. Nice job, everybody. All right, let's bring it back into your tabletop. Bring your hands forward. Make some room and make some nice big circles here, pressing those hips out. Nice and strong. Again, a good place to close your eyes. Feel what's going on in those hips. Be mindful of your breath. God is doing a new thing, right? Let's reverse. What new thing is God doing in your life? What new thing do you think He might do this year? Let's take one more big circle. Bring it back into center. So draw your hands in a little bit. We're going to take that right leg up and back, and then bring your right foot forward to your right hand. Bring your body up. We're going for that deep hip flexor stretch on your left side here. Untuck your back toes. Leaning forward, so your hands are on your front leg. Maybe you want to drop them down to the mat. That's okay too. Okay, we're focusing on this left side. And that nice deep stretch into those left hip flexors. So take a breath or two here. And then with your left hand planted, take your right arm high. Take a big stretch up. Look at that right hand. We're going to open and shut that right hand. Just working into the hand, the fingers. Take a few more. And drop your hand back down. We'll sit it back for your half splits. Draw your right toes back, folding over. Focusing on the back of your right leg. Take a breath. All right, let's move back forward to where we were. We'll take that right leg back, left foot forward. So it's a little bit shorter stance than runner's lunge. Untuck your back toes, bring your body up, lean into that left leg. And focusing on this area here, your hip flexors, that really important psoas muscle that's in here that wraps around to your lower spine. Lean into it. Again, maybe your hands are on the mat. That's up to you. We'll take one more breath. All right, and then if your hands are not on the mat, go ahead and take them to the mat. Right hand planted, left arm high. Nice big stretch up. Looking up to that left hand. We're going to open, shut the hand. Just working into the hand and the fingers here. Let's take two more. And drop it back down, and we'll sit it back for your half splits. Pull your left toes back, folding over. Take one more breath here. And move back forward again. So we're going to bring that left leg back, and then we're going to find our downward facing dog. So when you're ready, go ahead and lift high into downward facing dog. Your legs are firm, you're pressing your hips back. Toes are pointed, your heels should be hidden. They're right behind your toes, so you shouldn't even see your heels. Fingers are spread wide. Just enjoy a breath or two here in your downward facing dog. Draw the belly in, and then when you're ready, let's bend the knees deeply and then extend the legs and push the hips back. Bend the knees deeply. Extend the legs, push the heels towards the mat. One more time, bend those knees. And extend. Walk into the center of your mat and slowly rise up. Take a big breath up, inhale. Exhale it down. Big breath up. So stay here, wrap your arms around your face. Grabbing opposite hand to opposite elbow, or grabbing your forearms. So your feet are right below your hips. We're going to stretch it to the side. And then come center, and then go the other way. You can always look up. And then we're going to come center. So now we're going to sweep all the way around. So staying like this with your arms around your face, we're going to drop it down. So just make one nice big circle. Bring it all the way back up into center, and then we'll do that the opposite way. So take a nice big circle. Take it all the way back up, and we'll do that one more time. Big circle. Drop it down, circle around, take it back up, and reverse. Great job, you guys. Take it all the way back up, and we'll stay here. Arms come high. So let's drop those arms down. We're going to go into a nice balancing pose. Plant your right foot. Find the four corners. Use your toes. Bring your opposite leg up. Foot flex, knee bent. We're going to take the arms to the sides. Palms are facing forward. Find a focal point. Okay, keep that lifted foot flexed. And then if you want to, open it up out to the side. It's your choice. You don't have to. And maybe a few times just opening like a door and then shutting that lifted leg. Keep focusing on one spot. Okay, we'll bring it all back into center and we'll drop it down. Take a big breath up, inhale, great job you guys. Take it down, exhale, let's do the other side. So plant your left foot, lift that right leg. Okay, try to keep that knee level with your hip. Flex your foot, find your focal point. Palms are facing forward, shoulders are relaxed. You can stay here, or maybe you want to go for a little more and just open and shut that right leg. Working into that hip. So use your breath. Maybe take one or two more here. It's up to you. Bring it back into center, drop it down, way to go. Big breath up, inhale. Big swan dive down, exhale. Find your downward facing dog. Great job, you guys. Let's take the right leg high. Bend your right knee, stack your hips. Circle your right foot. Spread those toes. Really keep lifting that right knee. Reverse the foot. One more. Bring it center. Square your hips off. Right foot forward, right hand. Rise up, warrior one. Really strong. Okay, back leg is firm. Front knee deeply bent. Sink down in. Shoulders are relaxed. Everything squared forward. Great job, you guys. Take those arms out. Bring your body down. So you're in airplane. You're going to sweep the arms back, palms up. Sweep it back into airplane. Sweep it forward for your humble warrior. Come back into airplane. Drop your left hand down and your right arm is high for your revolving side angle stretch. If you want to take your right hand to your low back and draw that right shoulder back, you can. Or you can stay with your right arm high, either way. All right, so wherever you're at, we'll go ahead and rise back up to our warrior one. Lift it up nice and strong, sink into your pose. Hands to the mat. Right leg back, downward facing dog. Come into your plank. Shoot it forward, lower it down for your chaturanga, and then for your bottom of a push-up. Sorry, a little brain lapse there. Come into your up dog, and then tuck your toes. Downward facing dog. Push into your right foot, left leg high. Bend the knee, stack the hips. Draw the knee towards the sky. Flex your left foot. Push the ground away, and then circle your left foot. And go the other way. One more. Square everything off. Bring your knee down. Left foot forward. Warrior one. Move with intention. Come on up. Sink into that nice, strong warrior one pose. Way to go, everybody. You guys are doing great. Take the arms out. Bring the body down. Airplane. Sweep the arms back. Palms up. Pull the shoulders from your ears. Back to your airplane. Nice strong core here. Sweep it forward for your humble. And then we'll drop down and come back to your airplane. Sorry, airplane. Right hand down, left arm high. Revolving your side angle stretch. If you want to, take your left hand to your low back or your right hip crease. Pull your shoulder back. All right, so let's everybody come back to center and rise back up to warrior one. Sink into your pose, hands to the mat, left leg back, downward facing dog. Find a nice strong plank, lower it down. Bottom of a push-up, elbows pointed back. Untuck your toes, cobra or up dog. Tuck your toes, downward facing dog. All right, let's take a child's pose. Little break here. Head on the mat. Nice deep breath. All right. Way to go, you guys. So again, we're focusing on Isaiah 43, 18 and 19 today. Forget the former things. Do not dwell on the past. See, I am doing a new thing. Now it springs up. Do you not perceive it? So we have this whole year ahead of us. Are we going to see what God is doing? Are we going to watch? Are we going to listen? Are we going to look? Are we going to spend more time with Him? Find out what new thing He's doing. He's creating streams in the wasteland. But we've talked about this before. If we don't watch, if we don't look for it, if we don't listen, if we don't spend our time with Him, sometimes we miss these things. When we're not studying His Word, when we're not praying, sometimes we miss these things. When we're not listening, and when we're not seeking. So take a moment here just to seek. Three more breaths. And then come forward into your upward facing dog, extending up. Pressing into the tops of your feet. And then bring your chin down and look down. Bring your head to center, look over to the left. See what you see over there. Bring it center, look over to the right. See what you see on the right side. Bring it back into center. Tuck your toes, downward facing dog. Lift it up strong. Right leg comes high. Knee to nose, round your back, exhale. Right leg comes high, warrior two pose. Right foot in between your two hands, rise up. Check it out. Nice and strong. Shoulders dropped. Gaze over that front middle finger. Let's take the left arm to the back leg. Right arm comes back. Reverse your warrior. Come back into your warrior two. Lengthen your front leg. Turn that right foot to the left. Okay, so we're going to come into a nice big wide-legged stretch. Your legs are wide, feet are parallel. You're going to drop it down halfway, arms out for that airplane again. And then interlace your fingers behind your back. Take it all the way over. Lovely stretch here. Let your head hang. Maybe you want to take those arms side to side. Maybe that feels good. If you're swaying side to side, bring it back to center. Release the hands, right hand under your nose, left arm high, nice big stretch up, look up, circle your left hand or whichever hand is lifted, and reverse. And release and switch. Take that hand under your nose, opposite arm high. You can take some circles here in your wrist. Reverse. Drop that hand down, take it back out to your airplane, rise on up strong, come back to that warrior one. Way to go. Let's go into our extended side angle. Bring your right arm to your front leg, opposite arm over, nice long stretch, and reverse. And cartwheel hands to the mat. Right leg back, downward facing dog. Go ahead and take your flow. Whichever way you like to take it. Come back into your downward dog. Super nice. Left leg comes high. Stretch it up. Knee to nose. Exhale, round. Left leg high. Warrior two. Left foot in between your two hands. Flip out that back foot. Strong warrior two. Shoulders dropped. Front heel and back arch lined up. So nice. Let's go to our reverse warrior. Reaching down that back leg. Left arm reaches back. Back to your warrior two. Lengthen your front leg. Turn that foot to the right. To your nice and a nice wide-legged stretch. Bring it down into airplane. Interlace your fingers behind your back. Nice long stretch. Arms come over. Drop your head towards the mat. Again, if you want to sway here, you can do that. Wherever you're at, come center. Bring it up, release. Take a hand under your nose, opposite arm high. Nice little circles in your wrists. And reverse. And drop that hand down. Switch sides, opposite arm up. Nice big stretch up. Take some circles in the wrist. Spread the fingers and reverse. And drop it down. So bring that body up halfway, arms out, and then rise all the way up. And we'll come back into your warrior two. Looking front. Didn't that work out well? Nice job, you guys. Let's go to extended side angle. Take that nice long stretch down the side of the body. Press into that back foot. Make it strong. Karate chop your hands. I don't know, that's something new I've been into. Karate chop your hands. Both of them if you want to. Why not? Come back into your warrior two. Take it back. I like the karate chop. It's kind of a new thing for me. Okay, so cartwheel hands to the mat. And left leg back. Downward facing dog. Go back to your plank and find your flow. Lower it down. Upward facing dog or cobra. Downward facing dog. Child's pose. Knees wide, toes together. Head on the mat. Nice deep breaths here. So I hope one of the new things God is doing in your life is just that closeness to Him, a deeper faith. We have more time to just sit with Him and be with Him. Most of us do. So I know that that's one thing I have found that has been very precious to me and just really such a wonderful silver lining is just having more time to just go to God throughout the day and just express whatever I'm feeling to Him and seek Him and seek His word and His guidance. And it's deepened my faith and I'm so very grateful for it. And I hope that God is doing some of the same things in your life. Just making that time together sweeter, longer, just more precious, just deepening your faith, growing your faith. So let's take a few more breaths here in child's pose. All right, let's go ahead and come forward onto our belly. Let's go to our cobra pose. So cobra, remember your hands are close to your rib cage, elbows pointed back. Really think about pulling your shoulders from your ears and your shoulder blades down your back. Okay, press into the tops of your feet. Your legs are together and your toes are together. Press into the tops of your feet, draw it up when you're ready. And think about that extension. You want to create space between your ears and your shoulders. Extend up through the crown of your head. Stay with your breath. Nice stretch into your spine. We'll take one more inhale. Maybe come up a little bit more. And then exhale, release. Side of your face to your mat. Arms to your sides. Just let it go here. And everything melt towards the mat. Take one or two more breaths here. Bring it back into center. So we're going to line up for Cobra again. And again, make sure your legs are together and your toes are together. You're pressing into your feet and your legs. You're going to come up, and then we're going to lower down halfway. And we'll do it 3 more times. So lift and extend. Release down to halfway. 2 more times. Lift and extend. Release down to halfway. And then last time, lift and extend. And then we'll release the whole way down. Take the other side of your face to your mat, arms to your sides, and relax. Take another breath or two here. Bring it back into center. So we're going to extend your left arm out. Roll over onto your left side for your quad stretch. Your lying quad stretch. So take your foot in your hand, top foot in your hand. Draw that leg back. Focus on the front side of that right leg, that top leg. Getting that nice stretch in those quadriceps. Pull it back. Maybe push your foot into your hand. And remember, if your foot's not available, grab whatever is available. Take a couple more breaths here. And do not have the knee up here. If your knee is up here, drop it down. You want your thighs as parallel as you can get them. Way to go. Go ahead and release. Roll onto your other side. So right arm out, roll onto that side, stack your hips. Take your foot in your hand. Push the foot into the hand. Pull that knee back. Make sure you feel it in your quadriceps. Couple more breaths here. All right, go ahead and bring it back into center. Take your hands under your head, bend your knees, take your knees wide, windshield wiper your lower legs with your head on your hands. Way to go, you guys. Take a few more here. Bring it back in the center. Drop your toes to the mat. Gently press up. Find your way to your back. Nice job. Draw your knees into your chest with your exhale. With your inhale, extend your left leg out. Your right knee is in. Squeeze it in. And then we'll drop it out to the right side for our hip opener. And always remember that angle of that right leg depends on you and your hips, and your leg, and what feels right for you. If it's up here, suspended in the air, totally good also. Let's take 2 more breaths here in your hip opener. And then we'll bring that right knee up, find your twist. Always good to shift that left hip under your right hip, right knee over, right arm out, lift your right hand. resting is so good for your spine, but just great for your back as well, just stretching out the muscles in your back. All right, let's go ahead and gently release. Bring that back into center. Shift everything back to center. Right leg out, left knee in, squeeze it in tight. And then let's go to the hip opener. Left knee out to the left side. Right side stays down. Check your shoulders, check your neck. Everything in alignment. We'll take a few breaths. Our hip opener. So important these days to stay active. I really, really am proud of you guys. I'm not just saying that. It concerns me, all the people that have become so inactive with everything going on in our world with this whole pandemic. They're staying inside, and that's just not good if you're not getting some activity inside. But get outside too. You guys can, hikes, bikes, walks, all those one-syllable words that are good activities outside. All right, let's go to our twist. Left hip is over the right, left knee over, and look left. Little breaths in your twist. Feel what's going on. Enjoy the process. Let's take another little breath or two here. Bring it back into center. Shift everything back into center. Draw your knees into your chest. A little bit of rocking here, left and right. Roll out your lower back. When you're ready, find your happy baby. Maybe you usually take the outside of your feet, take the inside today. Try something a little different. Really focus on dropping the knees down. This is a wonderful hip opener. Let's gently get some movement side to side. We did a lot of great stuff for our hips today, so hopefully your hips feel just more supple, more loose, less tight, more better, and less tight. Nice job, everybody. Just move with your breath here, closing the eyes, big smile. God's doing a new thing. Maybe you've discovered it already. Maybe you haven't. It's creating streams in the wasteland. Let's take a few more. Bring it back into center. Soles of the feet together, butterfly legs. Draw those feet in with your hands on your feet. Maybe you take your elbows and push your legs away to make this a little deeper. But draw those feet in. You can rock here also if you want. It's just a small rock. You don't have a lot of room here to move, but you can just get a small rock. Either way, let's take one more breath. And gently release. Take your legs all the way out, arms overhead, nice big stretch back, point your toes, lengthen your body, lengthen everything. Exhale, knees in, hands behind your knees, knees to your head to your knees. Let's do it again, stretch it back big, point your toes. Long spine, big stretch into your shoulders. And exhale and release. Knees in, hands behind your knees, knees to your head to your knees. Nice job. Let's gently walk it out. Legs extend out and then go wide with the legs. Just scooch them out. Floating arms to your sides, palms up. Make any little adjustments you need to make here so that you are completely comfortable. Taking in a big breath in. Big breath out. Allowing the body to release. Such a wonderful practice to be in. Really letting go of everything in your body and everything in your brain and your mind. Releasing all the stress, all the tension. Start with the head, feeling the head and the heaviness of the head as it rests into the ground. Just really release all the muscles in your head, your forehead, the muscles around your eyes and your cheeks. And then release your mouth, your tongue, your lips, your jaw. The jaw is a big one. We hold a lot of stress there. Just really allow it to droop, to relax. Allowing all the muscles in your neck to relax. You can swallow here if you want to, just to acknowledge your neck. And then allow that neck to relax. And that feeling spreads down into your shoulders. Your shoulder blades, your upper back, all of it becoming relaxed and released. As you move down the left arm, noticing the heaviness of your left arm. All the way down to your hand and your fingers and your fingertips. And then moving down the right arm. Just letting that feeling spread all the way down. Your hand, your fingers, and your fingertips. Maybe you feel the fingers curl in on both your hands, signifying that they're very relaxed. So bringing your attention back to your shoulders, your upper body, your chest. Feeling your breath in your chest, feeling your breath now in your belly. As that feeling of relaxation moves down the body into your hips. Noticing your hip points at the top, noticing your pelvis, noticing your tailbone. Let that feeling of relaxation spread as you continue to release. And allow everything to become heavy. Allowing your glute muscles to become heavy, allowing your back to rest into your mat. And then we take that feeling of relaxation down the left leg. Noticing the knee all the way down to your ankle, your heel, down your left foot to your toes. Noticing the ends of your toes. Allowing that left leg and left foot to relax. Just releasing any tension. Now becoming aware of your right leg. Starting at the top, moving down that right leg, down to your ankle and your heel. Again, just releasing any tension, anything you're withholding. All the way down your right foot to your right toes. Noticing the very tips of your toes. And then we come back to our breath. So beautiful, so soft, so relaxing. Just Allowing those exhales to do their job, just releasing, releasing again, releasing more. Body, arms, legs, head becoming more and more heavy. Your attention on your breath now. And your attention on God. What new thing is He doing? There's a lot of things going on that we are not happy about. They're not good things. Let's not focus on those things. Let's focus on what the good things are, the new things that God is doing, new things He's going to do in your life this year. And maybe it's just that. Maybe it's, I shouldn't say just that. Maybe it is that you are going to be with Him more, spending more sweet time together, deepening your relationship with Him, spending more time in His Word. Maybe there's an outreach He has for you, helping others, serving others. Maybe there's a need for that. Again, maybe it's compassion for people of color that you want to help. Maybe it's family relationships to improve. Let's take some time here to reflect, to breathe, and to rest. Great job, you guys. Let's gently bring back some movement. You can move your wrists, hands, fingers, ankles, feet. Go over to your side. Come on up. Sorry, I'm laughing a little because the dogs were coming in as you guys were having your resting pose, getting their love. All right, let's bow our heads in prayer. Dearest Heavenly Father God, we love that your word says that you're doing new things, that we shouldn't dwell on the former, but on the new. And we're looking forward to the new things you have planned for us this year. We know you're going to do some great things, God, because you're God and because you're a good God. We know there's a lot of junk going on, but Lord God, we're going to seek you, and we're going to seek your face, and we're going to seek your guidance, and we're going to perceive what you're doing, these new things. Lord God, we're excited about that. And we're thankful, God. We're just thankful, so thankful for you that we can turn to you. You're our comforter at any given time. You're our rock. Lord God, you're a savior. You died on the cross for us. You took the punishment of our sins. We're so thankful. And I'm thankful for these amazing women. I pray this time together has blessed them in every way, physically, emotionally, spiritually, from top to bottom, Lord God. And that they feel renewed and refreshed after this practice because of you, Jesus. Thank you for this time together. And we give you all the glory and all the honor and all the praise. It's in your holy and very precious name that we pray. Amen and amen. Thanks, you guys. Way to go. I think this is in sign language. I think this is like, yay, you.
Thank you,
What
Mary.
is this in sign language? Your sister does it all the time. Brian's sister does
It's
sign
clapping.
language. It's like clapping?
Yeah.
Oh, because they can't hear the clapping,
Right,
so this
right.
is their clapping. Okay, I'm clapping for you guys. Nice job, you guys. Good to see you, Dawn. How are you doing?
Oh, much better. Thank you.
Oh, so glad. Wow. Was it pretty
Yeah.
bad?